People will choose to wait until everyone leaves so they die alone. Some families get really upset about that. They'll be like, we were holding vigil, we were all at the bedside, we were saying all of our I love yous, and the loved one kept hanging on, they didn't die. And then slowly but surely one person would be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home and shower. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Okay, well, I'm gonna go, and then slowly but surely, then everyone's gone for a moment or two, and then the person dies. This is like a thing. People do that. We don't know why. We don't know if the body knows, or if it's, usually we see like people who are private like to die alone. People who are really social, are super into family, are really, like into like a social gathering, will wait till everyone gets there. I've seen someone who was actively dying, which means fully unconscious, changes in breathing, changes in skin color, looks like they're going to die any day, last like that for 2 weeks, waiting for someone to get there because they had a huge, large family and they were waiting for all these people to fly in. So it was pretty wild. The woman who decided when she was going to die, I wasn't there for that, but I did sign her up for hospice, and she barely made it on, meaning like she was very borderline appropriate. So she wasn't looking like she was going to die anytime soon. And I got called in for a death visit about a week later, and I was really surprised because it was her. And I went to go visit, and the caregiver told me that night she was basically saying her goodbyes to the caregiver and to the son, and saying like, thank you for taking care of me, promise me you'll take care of my son, because her son was older but had some mental disabilities. And the caregiver was like, what are you talking about? I'll see you in the morning. Like, don't talk like this. What are you talking about? And she was like, no, I'm tired, I'm going home. And she said, I'm going home. So the caregiver was like, okay, well, you're already home, but okay, well, good night, I'll see you in the morning. And she was gone the next morning. She had died. So some people just know. Some people just know. They can feel it. And then last but not least, I like to talk about animals. So our animals, our pets. Ooh, my mic came off. I hope you can still hear me. Our animals, our pets, can really know what's going on. I've seen many animals act differently, act strangely, take on the symptoms of their owners who are dying. They'll be super protective of their owners. They won't leave the underneath the bed. They'll stay underneath the owner's bed while they're dying. They'll stay in the bed with the owner while they're dying. They will mimic the owner's symptoms until they die. They won't eat and drink like their owner until the owner's gone. So animals are very intuitive and know what's happening. Of course, not every pet's like this, but I've seen many pets like this. Yeah, I feel like it has something to do with energy or something. Who knows? I have no idea, but it's very fascinating to think about. Okay, so that is my 8 minutes of the death and dying phenomena. Let me know if you have experienced or witnessed anything like this, if you were caring for a loved one who was dying. Let me know about the pets in particular. I'm always really curious about that. And I also have talked to many veterinarians who say that pets often have different phenomena that happens during their death and dying process. That's a lot like humans. So very curious. Let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, love you guys. Bye.